I also have to recognize that, as you were saying, in terms of being able to weave through spaces as an artist, through cross gender lines and class lines and race lines, is precisely because artists take the time to think about these things, and precisely, or have the privilege in some cases, to take time to think about these things and to understand their complexity in ways that allow us to get rid of our own prejudices and perhaps confront other prejudices in the way that magical art can do that. At the end of the day, it's not the ultimate narrative is humanity, right? And love and loss and hate and pain and joy and triumph and all the rest that we've been writing about since the dawn of literature, right? That perpetual, perennial, primordial themes of being human. And since an artist is has sort of a live wire connection to that, I think that they see beyond those things, and as such, people see them beyond that thing, hopefully, in the best of circumstances. At the same time, I got to recognize that as a male, as a Caucasian, I get to pass for a lot of places that other people don't, and growing up in Miami, where I never encountered, the people that got picked on in my grade school were the kids with strange last names like Smith, the 5 of them that didn't speak Spanish, they were Smith, Johnson, and I don't know what, and they were probably, who knows, some of them were probably German or Polish, but they didn't speak Spanish, therefore they were the other, and it was a reverse sort of prejudice and a reverse sort of bigotry those kids got picked on. So I realize those privileges, and what I try to do as a writer out there, and as a person, and what I want my work to do is to bridge across our humanity. These narratives are great and they're interesting and they inform us, but let's get to the ultimate narrative, and that is about recognizing our humanity. And again, we can get stuck in narratives. We can get stuck in, we haven't talked about sexuality, but we can get stuck on that narrative too, and have that narrative only define us. And artists, in general, whether painter or musician, are looking at all the narratives together and seeing where they all intersect and sort of have a commonality. And that's what we're ultimately searching for. Again, that union of not just the individual becoming whole, not only just the individual's return to paradise, but our collective sort of return to the whole, to understand and bridge across cultural boundaries, across gender, across sexuality, and see how, it sounds cliche, but how we're all the same. If you prick us, do we not bleed?